Barbara Stanwyck, born Ruby Catherine Stevens on July 16, 1907 in Brooklyn, New York, emerged from a childhood marked by loss and hardship to become one of Hollywood's most respected and enduring actresses. Orphaned at just 4 years old and raised in foster care, she developed a fierce independence and resilience that would define both her life and her career. From dancing in speakeasies to captivating audiences in Broadway's Ziegfeld Follies, she honed a craft rooted in discipline and determination. Her breakthrough came with Frank Capra's Ladies of Leisure in 1930, revealing her natural, emotionally grounded talent. Over the next 30 years, she redefined the portrayal of women on screen, moving seamlessly from comedienne to femme fatale. Stanwyck's ability to imbue every character with depth, intelligence, and strength solidified her as a trailblazer in Hollywood, admired for her versatility and uncompromising standards. Her story is one of perseverance, artistry, and a relentless commitment to excellence. The Iron Lady of Hollywood, Barbara Stanwyck, earned her reputation as Hollywood's Iron Lady through sheer professionalism, discipline, and intensity. On set, she demanded focus, preparation, and dedication, never tolerating laziness or arrogance. This drive earned her respect from directors and co-stars alike, though it occasionally inspired fear. Her meticulous approach to acting reflected a deep reverence for the craft. By the mid-1960s, after decades dominating film, she transitioned to television, starring in The Big Valley as Victoria Barkley, the formidable matriarch of a wealthy ranching family. The show became an instant hit, largely due to Stanwyck's commanding presence, which elevated it above typical Western fare. Her dedication extended behind the camera as well, shaping the tone of the production and mentoring younger actors. However, her exacting standards sometimes led to clashes, particularly with emerging stars who represented the changing culture of Hollywood. Even as the industry evolved, Stanwyck remained steadfast in her belief that acting was sacred work, demanding seriousness and respect. Clashing with Lee Majors. One of the most infamous conflicts in Stanwyck's career involved her co-star Lee Majors, who played her illegitimate son, Heath Barkley, on The Big Valley. Majors, young, handsome, and charming, symbolized a new Hollywood ethos that emphasized charisma and marketable looks over discipline and experience. Stanwyck, having clawed her way from poverty through hard work, found this approach difficult to respect. Reports from the set described her irritation with his tardiness, casual attitude, and apparent lack of preparation. She viewed these traits as a betrayal of the craft she held sacred. Majors later admitted that, although she never liked me, he respected her more than anyone he had worked with. Their friction exemplified a generational and philosophical divide. Stanwyck representing the old guard of professionalism, Majors embodying youthful exuberance and the glamour-focused shift in the industry. This clash tested her patience, but ultimately underscored her unwavering standards. Old school meets new Hollywood. The tension between Barbara Stanwyck and Lee Majors went beyond mere personality conflict. It represented a broader clash of eras in Hollywood. Stanwyck's generation treated acting as a disciplined vocation, requiring meticulous effort, respect, and humility, while Majors embodied a Hollywood increasingly driven by celebrity culture, appearance, and media appeal. Stanwyck's pointed remark, reportedly calling him a pretty boy with no backbone, reflected her deep frustration with what she perceived as superficiality undermining the profession. She saw The Big Valley not just as a TV show, but as a continuation of her cinematic legacy, a stage where excellence and commitment should prevail. To her, anyone failing to rise to those expectations risked disappointing not only themselves, but also the audience. While her animosity towards Majors was personal, it symbolized her broader advocacy for respect, craft, and professionalism in an industry in flux. Dedication to craft and mentorship. Despite occasional clashes, Stanwyck's legacy is defined by her generosity, mentorship, and unwavering integrity. Colleagues remember her as someone who quietly helped struggling actors navigate the industry while maintaining her own high standards. Her toughness was never cruelty, it was survival, honed from a life that demanded resilience from an early age. Her mentorship often went unnoticed by the press, reflecting her belief in doing good without fanfare. Whether guiding younger co-stars, influencing production decisions, or lending support to charitable causes, she modeled excellence both on and off the set. Even her feud with Majors was rooted in a desire to uphold the sanctity of acting as a craft. Her insistence on professionalism served as a standard for generations, demonstrating that true artistry requires discipline, focus, and respect for one's peers and the audience. A career of range and recognition. Barbara Stanwyck's versatility set her apart from contemporaries. She effortlessly navigated genres, from comedies like The Lady Eve to gripping dramas such as Double Indemnity. Her ability to portray both sharp-tongued heroines and cold, calculating femme fatale reflected a remarkable emotional range. Her work in Stella Dallas showcased a maternal warmth, while Double Indemnity revealed a darker, complex side, illustrating her capacity to convey intricate psychological layers. On television, she commanded screens with equal authority, proving her adaptability across mediums. Stanwyck's performances were consistently lauded, earning her multiple Emmys, a Golden Globe, and an honorary Oscar. These accolades recognized not only her talent, but also her enduring influence, professionalism, and the pioneering path she paved for female actors in Hollywood. She demonstrated that longevity in the industry requires both talent and a steadfast commitment to excellence. Personal life and private strength. Off-screen, Barbara Stanwyck's life was characterized by privacy, independence, and dignity. Having endured the loss of her parents at a young age, she developed a resilience that guided both her career and personal choices. Her relationships, including discreet marriages and her role as a mentor, reflected a careful balance between public life and private fulfillment. She avoided Hollywood excess and gossip, maintaining control over her image while nurturing meaningful connections behind the scenes. Her personal experiences, childhood hardship, professional pressures, and generational shifts in Hollywood shaped her worldview and informed her portrayals of strong, self-reliant women. Stanwyck's life is a testament to the power of perseverance, showing that one can achieve greatness while remaining authentic, disciplined, and true to personal values. The final curtain. Barbara Stanwyck retired gracefully, concluding a career that spanned from the silent era to primetime television. Even in her final years, she retained the quiet strength and poise that defined her on-screen characters. She passed away on January 20th, 1990, at the age of 82, leaving behind a body of work that continues to inspire audiences and actors alike. Her ashes were scattered over the Lone Pine Desert, a symbolic tribute to the many westerns that solidified her place in Hollywood history. Stanwyck's life story, rising from poverty, navigating hardship, setting uncompromising standards, mentoring others, and achieving unparalleled artistic success, serves as a timeless example of resilience, dedication, and the pursuit of excellence. She proved that true greatness is measured not only by fame, but by character, craft, and unwavering integrity.